Hello everybody, welcome back to the Lotus 5 Showroom. My name is Pyrus Maniverse and we are live today with Mega Man Zero from the Mega Man Zero ZX collection. Definitely one of my favorite Mega Man games that I've played, or one of my favorite Mega Man series so far. I'm so excited to get back into this. A disclaimer, I have save assist on, because I despise having to restart levels again for no reason. It actually frustrates me to no end. So we're gonna have that on, and all it does is accelerate the rate at which we can learn, in my opinion, and minimize the amount of just frustration we have. Oh, man, I love this game. Mega Man Zero is the first one is the one I've played the least. These are Game Boy Advance games, following up the events of Mega Man X, but not. How do I? Well, I don't know what point, because like. Rip that guy. Right, there's no voice acting. I gotta keep that in mind. I know exactly what's going on, but what? Right, so, but this was designed to come after X5 or X6, if I remember correctly. X5 and X6 was never supposed to happen. And then they roped the writers in back to play the same game. That's actual blood. So one has to assume that these are Reploids, but they bleed, so I don't know. But dead end. No, I feel a strong energy inside. This must be the place. Okay, leave this to me. Stay back, CL. Demolitions. Thanks for the heads up. I think you can hear me. You can't hear, or did you... Are you deaf? Like, did you deafen the stream? Hang on. No... Well, give me a sec. Super's on him. Yeah, I can't hear him. I can hear me, but whoop, mic's over here. I can't hear him. Let me see if that. I can hear me. Mic's over here. I can't hear him. Okay, that's sorry for the echo. I actually can't hear the audio from the game. Bizarre. Very bizarre. It's not... Go to default, then I do live gamer. That must have caused an odd... Why is the audio... Oh, is the problem that I did this? It is. Okay. Dang. Okay, I understand what happened. Plugging my headset into my computer, my PS4, so that I could hear the audio from the game without interfering with my audio from the mic, is causing it to it's causing it to not go through the output. Gotcha. That's very odd. But it's because I muted the mics. Is protected. Zero is a lot shorter in this game than he is in the previous ones, which is funny. Just a statement that I just realized. Right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix my audio a little bit. Give me a little bit of time to doctor this. No, when I start firing bullets, it's gonna start echoing, and I don't want that. I'm gonna do this. Okay. Like so. Excellent. It automatically defaulted to the mic I wanted. Excellent. So, this should avoid echo. Milan is dead. CL. Sad face. CL? Huh? Huh? You should use my power. You have no choice. Man, that's ominous. What? Passy, if I do, you'll be... Don't worry about me. Remember, everyone is waiting for you to safe return. Whew. They look like mini versions of X, which is not lost on me. Okay, thank you. And then Passy's dead. I should thank you, CL. Goodbye. So we know nothing about cyber elves at this point. I thought we'd learn about cyber elves in the X series, but no. So Zero doesn't get any armor. He gets chips and stuff in this game. I'm not gonna go out of my way to find them. We just want to beat the game. Again. Zero has been resurrected. Zero, help me, please. Alright, now the goal is to figure out... Man, okay, that's weird. The controls are very bizarre. The circle is jump, so it's like I'm playing Kingdom Hearts. There's a dash button. It is the L1 button. Our save assist I said we turned on. Is there a reason I had issues with the X series when I started it? You played on Switch, yeah. I'm on PlayStation. Spoder? Bad Spoder. I wonder if there's a way to, like... Nope. Oh, yeah, we can customize it. Okay, hold up. If we make it so that we do the main weapon is the square button, that'll be jump. Dash can be circle. The sub weapon will be triangle. That way we'll be like. That should be good. Excellent. Just like in the X series. Okay. Perfect. This is not... I have never done that. Custom controls in a game before. So this is nice. You can't charge it yet, right? I know the first Mega Man Zero game, if I remember. I'm familiar with these games, I swear. The first Mega Man Zero game, you need to level up your... You need to level up your weaponry to be able to do certain things, such as charge attacks and spin attacks. Secret room near the end of the game. You need to get S rank, which is like insanely hard as the. But yeah. We're not doing that. We enjoy the game. What? It's a dead end. What should we do? Bye, CL. But Zero's got rocket speed. Thank you. He doesn't say anything. He's a silent man. Place seems to be a prehistoric laboratory. Prehistoric. And laboratory, huh? That stuff. Yikes. Maybe able to find a transfer route. Use to go back to the resistance base. Yeah. Suspicious save assist. Alright, it's just... Shall we go back? Stay back! No, run! You can't damage this thing with a buster. That's arbitrary. Why? Hey, I'm damaging it. What you gonna say, CL? Liar. I don't have... Oh my god, you can shoot CL? What the heck? He just catches her like it's nothing. Oof. Rats! That's a very Zero thing to say. Huh? Use this, Zero. Who could this mysterious figure be? Hurry, you have to save her. Don't waste time. Pardon me. Zero cannot air dash. Whoop. I guess we're killing CL by accident. One shot. I'm gonna assume shooting CL inflicts penalty points, yes.
Can't believe you were able to destroy a golem. We were right. You are the Zero, the legendary Reploid. Zero, is that my name? Ugh, I can't remember. Just relax for a moment. You have hibernation sickness. I'm sorry for forcing you to wake up. Thank you for saving me. My name is Ciel. I'm a scientist. Let's go to our base before more enemies arrive. What if I'm not the Zero you were talking about? You proved to me that you are Zero by saving me from the golem. So, this particular game probably takes place after the events of X5 or X6. Why? Because at the end of X5, X is forced to destroy Zero, or heavily damage him, I believe. Or anyway, something happens to Zero, and X gets the saber. If we're following the X8 timeline, X does not have the saber by the end of the series. I'm not gonna try to grind the ranks up. So. Mechanics talk. X01 is just the hardest game to begin with. Ooh, level B. Yeah, so something about being forced to... Sorry, I'm reading past it because I've read it before. That's why we have been looking for you. You are our last hope. Most of us think that Zero is nothing but a fantasy. However, few still believed in your existence and have looked for you. You are Zero, the legendary who fought with X to save the world 100 years ago. X, that name sounds familiar. X, that red legendary Reploid is still alive and he's trying to retire all of us. X is trying to retire you? His plans have already begun. Many innocent Reploids are being retired as we speak. We need your help. Our future depends on you. Please help us. No way! You can grind ranks. It's based on how well you do missions. She has a score for time, aka how fast you finish the mission. We're not grinding nothing. Still like a dream come true. Now, with your help, I think I can save everyone. I have something I need to ask you. Please talk to me when you're ready. Ready? Now listen. What I want to ask you is if you would try and do something that no one has been able to do so far. I want you to destroy the disposal center, where they retire our comrades one after another. Even while I speak, they may be retiring a Reploid who is wrongly suspected of being a Maverick. Huh! That sounds familiar. To prevent any additional loss of Reploid life, please destroy the enemy facility. Will you accept? I'm not sure. Save data before starting? Yep. No data file. Yeah. I like that the save thing is a cyber elf. The disposal center is up ahead of you. Please rescue our comrade. So first things first, we're gonna switch our main weapon back to the Z-Saber, as it should be. Now everything is right with the world. Oh, yes, my favorite part of these games. Back here. I'm not doing so great. Sorry, to be sure. My favorite part of these games is when you slice something, they actually like get sliced. You're gonna drop things. Things are a lot more generous than the X series when it comes to healing in this game. I remember that very well. Cyber Elf. Now it's... Jump attack does more damage than a regular attack. That makes sense. More Cyber Elf. So we don't know what Cyber Elf does yet, by the way. The game has not explained it to us. They're super important for the lore of the Mega Man Zero series, but we haven't gotten any sort of explanation whatsoever as to what they even have. Yet. And when I say yet, I mean in-game so far. I don't know what they do. What is happening? These dudes. Good to know Mega Man hasn't changed too much in the series, huh? Nice. Jumping, slashing, pretty good. Whoop. Woo! I got a two-hit combo now. Excellent. I was gonna try and dash jump, but again, this is not the X series. Also, I think my saber now does a bit more damage. I'm a fan of the fact that you can kind of like level up weapons, but I'm annoyed at the way they kind of chose to do it. I know there's like, yeah, there we go. There's a Cyber Elf, and that's a one up. You can come back for these things later on in the game. As long as you don't not do it, I guess. I just don't remember if there's a power up that allows you to go for it or not. Give me the Cyber Elf. There we are, boss door. I hate this boss so much. I struggle endlessly with these bosses. It's actually kind of awful. Aztec Falcon. Arpuya the Guardian sent me clean up. Hey, help me! You must be some of the garbage. Just in time, I'll dispose of both of you together. So, these bosses are ridiculously hard. In my experience. Now, with all the time I've played the X series so far, maybe it'll change. Oh yeah, with time. I like that it's Omega symbol. Oh no, right. That arm hurts so much. Thank goodness for jump attack. If I win this in one shot, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Oh, Zero! I overestimated my attack. This is fine. We're fine. We're gonna go in. I'm not gonna lose. Sorry, if you hear me chewing, it's because I have snacks keeping us awake. Nice. Oh, wrong button. Oh, hey, one with the wallpaper, sorry. Well, that one's kind of cool, but all it is see, he has a sword out on that one though. Z Chaser. Yes, ZX. I don't remember much about ZX. I can't wait to play that. There we go. Sorry. Wait, no. Trying to empty my mouth. These sunflower seeds. They're not helping. I caught him with a bullet. Now, Mega Man Zero does stand apart from Mega Man X in the fact that it actually has female Reploids appear as bosses. No. He did it in 2 tries. He's better than I've done in my entire life. Gives us the electric chip, which is going to be important for the rest of the game. Never expect someone would come to rescue me. Thank you so much. I'm still in shock. I'll return to our base when I'm able to walk again. You can go back now. I'll be fine. I don't know what Zero did with the actual disposal unit. Thank you for your cooperation, Zero. That's the Thunder Chip, I presume. You must get it before you return to the base. Otherwise, we're going to have a lot of trouble later on. Warrior, because I used a sword. Never thought I'd see the day when the Reploid Disposal Center was destroyed. Well, you haven't been around for X8. Burn Rooster really tried his best. Innocent Reploid will be safe for a while. Thank you so much, Zero. You are Zero, the legendary Reploid. I'd like to ask you your help again when you have time. That is, if you don't mind us asking favors. Please come and talk to me. I'll be waiting for you. By the way, if you go to the engine room downstairs, you'll find our engineer named Cerveau, which means brain in French. He asked me to give this to you. It's called the escape unit. If you use it during a mission, you'll be able to board that mission and evacuate. But remember, the mission will be considered to be a failure if you evacuate it. You got the escape unit. Well, I don't have to talk to Cerveau. We don't need to do any... I guess... Okay. Start by saving. I guess I'm a solid B. Destroy the train. I want to destroy the enemy transport train in order to disrupt the supply. Based on the report from our scout unit, the enemy train is at the old platform loading cargo. The time to attack is now. Please help us destroy that train. Will you accept? The transport train is lying deep within an underground passage. Keep your guard up. You're gonna have to increase 0 to 3. I think it's to, you have to use Cyber. Platform is in the other direction. Right, this is the one with the live wires that are just... This is supposed to be the bats from this game. Hey, where's my 2-hit combo? Very important that I have my 2-hit combo. It's pretty useless against bosses. Oh man, this music's a banger. I love the music in this game so much. Whoa. Nice try, that. I'm out that a bit. Ooh. I guess I helped. Nice. I think this game like required you to farm a little bit when it comes to like. Oh, that was easy. As it tries to get you to like, yeah, you have to farm a little bit when it comes to like E-crystals because that's how you need to like friggin' upgrade your character. Use your weapons to the best of your ability. You know what it's like to DPS. You gotta use your sword. You gotta play the game properly. I mean, DPS faster means less damage for me, so bigger opportunity than I got. I've learned Final Fantasy 14. Play MMOs a little bit sometimes, you know? Ow. Can you do the thing where you shoot me? That'd be nice. Again, you're almost dead. Come on. I feel like it's eating my inputs. It's because I'm queuing up too many attacks. Oh, I can charge the shot. Okay, good. Can't break guard though. You didn't think that was the boss, did you, pirate? Being held within the transport train is a cyber elf that was stolen from our base. If it's taken to their base, they will abuse its power. Rescue it, please. Train seems to have left. Please rescue the abducted cyber elf. I'm counting on you, Zero. 3 minutes. There's a save assist on one. Oh, I hate those guys. Ooh! Or use X one of these. Get out of my face. Ooh. Thank you. Oh, I hate those things too. Woo! Save your skill up again. You have a form. Trill Slash. I believe that is the max combo that Zero has access to in this game. Still time for the boss fight. You've reached the engine chamber? Okay, cool. Be careful, Zero. Now, I know this game does follow the rules of insta-kill spikes to our display. Right, it'll reach from where I'm at. Yes, this thing has 3 health bars. Bad idea, Pirates. Oh, man. Oh! Oh! Thank goodness, he crouches when he dashes. Oh, right, that one always goes out all the way? Okay. I don't trust this dude. I could try to charge a shot, I guess. Come on. Okay. think we can like do one more wave and we'll be okay. Oh god, I hate this fight so much. I hate spikes. I hate fights with spikes. Okay, one last hit. Let's go. Jeez. Thank you, Zero. The mission was a success because of you. Okay, thanks. I really appreciate your help. Because of me. No one else was here, by the way. One cyber elf. Thanks to you, the abducted cyber elf has been saved, and the enemy supply route has been cut off. Thank you very much, Zero. We owe all of this to you. The cyber elf we rescued is only a child, but she's a unique cyber elf and will learn an awesome ability when she grows up. Raise her with love and care. I know that there's a trans room we can go to. Trans. Yeah, let's keep beating around just in case. So I don't know which one that I got. That's kind of neat. But I'll be saving my crystals for when the cyber elf increases my HP, actually. So the cyber elves actually can kind of work as like semi-energy tanks, but they are one use only. I think you lose ranks when you use a cyber elf. Something odd like that. Some of the abducted Reploids seem to have hijacked an enemy transport plane now escaped. Plane disappeared over the desert. Ah, yes. They might have crash landed in the desert, and so we sent our scouts to look for them. However, our scouts are having difficulties due to the hordes of hostile enemies in the desert area. I'm sorry, but will you go and help their rescue? Yeah. We're going left for this one. Oh, this stage I remember. I remember a lot of these. I think I remember all these things. Right, there's a thing that we have to like, there we go. No. Funny. Cyber. I did remember that. I don't think this stage has pits. No, it can't because you have to escort somebody back at the end of it. Suspiciously placed save thing. No, these guys do not have pauses in their attack patterns. You really need to learn. I have to stop jumping at them and actually let them come to me. I should probably let my gun get upgraded a bit. Just so that I can actually manage to freaking get charge shots. Anubis Necromancis III. I work for Fefnir, one of the four guardians. I'm the king of destruction and the ruler of the desert. The Reploids you are looking for are deep in the desert. If you wish to rescue them, you need to defeat me first. On guard, old timer. This coming from someone modeled after an Egyptian deity. That is freaking funny. I think I'm gonna die from this one, but it's fine. I really did that wrong, and he does a lot of damage just in general. Yes. This is why we have seniors, yes. It's nice of you to introduce yourself, honestly. A lot of the X7 and X bosses didn't introduce themselves. They were just like our characters already knew ahead of time who they were because we had intel. Not today. Okay, that's where we gotta be careful. No, that does not insta kill you. Yes, it does a butt ton of damage. Oh look, there's why he's named Necromancies. Cease and desist, sir. It's fine. Unlike the X7 and X8 bosses and a lot of other bosses, these guys do not have phase changes at half health. I want to say because of the Game Boy Advance's limitations. I don't have proof it's that. But these weren't PS2 games like X7 and 6. X7 and 8. I think shoot. He rapid fired. This is fine. Okay. We got this. I don't struggle as much against him as I usually do against Aztec Falcon, so this is funny to me. Come on, old man. Wait, I'm the old man. Imagine calling Zero an old man. I mean, I guess he's like several hundred years old, actually, so fine. Because he's from the original Mega Man time. I'm not dealing with you, sir. Again, I felt for it. We gotta stop doing that. He has a pattern, and I'm ignoring it. Nope. Bad wall. Zambies be gone. Zambobo. Yep. Jumping directly under him is not a good idea because he does about a quarter of our health. I do feel that dashing feels nicer in this game. Oh no, he can aim directly down. Wow, I'm struggling with this one. Okay, Necromancers. Come on. You can't already start doing the Necromancy? I haven't even phase 1'd you. Oh my god. The zombies bite. Somehow, this is some Nier Automata garbage. They have no face or no teeth, how are they biting me? Nope. Yep. I got a little too gung-ho there, I think. Okay. This is why we have save assist, for the record. Because I don't feel like doing the entire stage over for no reason. You're gonna play it safe this time? Probably not. I find that playing it safe is how you get bitten by zombies. It is how you get a little better at hitting people, but just halfway through his health, we'll be fine. For now. Their staff is bulletproof. Okay. One last time. Oh, we almost did that flawlessly. Kind of sad that we didn't. No. Nice. Sweet, sweet slicey. Okay. Now we can go save the hostages. Hey, are you alright? I'm alright. You came to rescue me. Thank you so much. Can you walk? Yes. Ah. I'll help you go back to base. Follow me. Thank goodness. There's a survivor. Thank you, Zero. I'll have a medic standing by. Will you take him to the entry point? A 1-up. Now, yes, this escort can die. And it does lead to a game over. I'm gonna destroy those so we can step in them. Like that, for example. Don't want him stepping in anything again. There are some enemies that will automatically do damage and we can't stop them. I got missed, so we're good. Ooh, another side route. How exciting. Shoot. Ah! Move faster. This guy over here is just a problem. Oh, nice. Can I charge? Yeah. No, now I can jump and roll slash. I love that. Use it. I also have a dash attack, which I haven't been using. Dash is not fun. Let's avoid it, shall we? There's more. These guys don't drop any healing, that's annoying. Come on, faster. Oh jeez, thank you. I don't think I should have survived that, personally. I like that I can shoot their projectiles out of the way. Yep. No. Stop dying, dude. Piece of cake. So that should be it. You're good to go? You're done here? There's the medic. Let me out. Thank goodness I'm saved. Zero's brought back a survivor. Hurry and take him to the medic. No, she's just not the medic. She's the bodyguard. Whatever. I'm glad we could save him. Thank you, Zero. That's 3 of the, like, 9 or 10 stages. Another combat has been saved thanks to you. According to this report, enemies are planning to conduct a large-scale attack on the Resistance base. If that happens, we'll need your help again. We appreciate your continued support, Zero. These levels are actually incredibly short. Do you remember the place in which we met? We had no choice but to escape then, but my research tells me that there remains some very important information for you there. That means must be trying to obtain it before you do. Go and retrieve it before it's too late. Will you accept? Red, this is the elephant fight. We're picking up several energy readings from enemies. They must be looking for the remaining data too. Be careful, Zero. So, the one thing I don't like about the first Mega Man Zero game is the lack of boss window thing. You know how you select at stage select? It's a little bit of a ridiculous thing to complain about, but I know how to do it with these guys. We need to equip the chip. Right. I need to use the chip, but I can't element shock it. Four shots to you. Slice the supporters. I don't know if you can like level up your gun on this. Okay. Huh. Oh. Where do you keep coming from, dude? Ralph? Oh, this is not going to be a boss fight, huh? There's a massive energy reading ahead. Stay alert. My name is Maha Ganasharov. I'm in charge of data processing and handling information. All of the information you had has been stored in the server in my body. If you want it back, you'll have to destroy me and download it from my memory. Will you do it? Zero, not actually hesitating at all. Sure, I guess. Right, there's no wall to hop in. Whoop. Yeah, I do be like that. It's fine, I have 100% HP now. This was just a ruse so that I could fight you at full power. Hold up, hold up. Hold up. You fool. And the bombs are annoying, and then the hop back is also annoying. Yeah. Woo! There we go. Woo! Not too shabby. Okay, I think that we can stun lock him into doing that animation non-stop, but we have to not with the bombs. Yeah, okay, cool beans, man. I think his arms don't actually hurt unless he's swinging them at me, because that would be bad. Shoot, the bomb got me on the way up. Alright, get a sheriff. Let's go. Can I call you Maha? Ow. Ow. I did not time that right. I timed that right though. Learn your opportunities and exploit them. That's the name of these games, yeah? Yeah. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. How satisfying do you think it is to chop an elephant in half? Let me show you. Straight down the middle. You got a cyber elf. The self-destruct system has been activated, Zero. You have to evacuate now. Who put a self-destruct system here? Yes, those are insta-go. Thank you. Alright. Forgot about that. Hey! It wasn't completely gone. Oh no. Up the save assist just being randomly added there. Now there's like 3 of them down here, right? Oh jeez. Dang it! I hate those doors. The rumbling stressed me out because I can't see anything. Zero! Thank goodness, you're still alive. I'm sorry we got you involved in this. I await your return to the Resistance base. We lived. Can I feed an elf? Did I get an elf? That makes sense. I'll be a sub tank if needed. That's pretty rad. Well, wait until we're fully on him. $91 points. Hey, we get a bit more than we usually do. Now that is the data retrieved. Most of the data is damaged and useless. Good news is that we can restore the information on your weapon. If you want to know about it, ask our engineer named Servo. I'm sorry about the mission ended poorly, but we hope you will continue to help us. Alright, I'll go talk to Servo. I get it. I think he's in the lab, yeah. There he is. Sir, you came just now. Look at this. It's a weapon called the Triple Rod. It can attack in any of the 8 directions. It requires some technique, but I'm sure you'll be able to handle it. Hope you like it. I'm going to charge a weapon for you. Yeah. We got the Triple Rod, which is cute, but I'm not going to use it. It's useful for certain things, such as, you know, item collection, I think, but... Wow, we've been playing for a fat, what, 17 minutes, according to the game. Fortunately, our stock of energy is running out. If we could use the abandoned factory, we could generate the energy, but the boss guarding the factory is too strong for us to gain control of it. You destroy the boss for us? Yeah, man. I've seen those before. Ah! Sunflower seed shell stuck in my teeth. Oh, I do remember this level, and I freaking hate it. If you get spotted by the sensor installed in this factory, the shredder will start closing to prevent you from proceeding. Stay sharp. Be careful not to be caught by these sensors. Cameras, you can call them cameras. Or this shutter will start closing. Stay sharp. There was a level in Mega Man X that was similar to this, but it did not have oops you failed mission abilities. I know. Go. No time, we gotta go. There you go. I know. We got it, CL, don't worry about it. Whew. Live the way you jump. Very good, save assist. Wow, okay. Oopsie. Foolishly thought that entire thing was a fixable thing. My bad. Ew. I'm just testing out the save assist machine. Huh. Where's my ally? I really hate that you can't see. Yeah, but just because no one was there. Oh, I don't need to go up there. I'm pretty sure. Oh, shoot. What am I doing? Heck yeah. No! This is my ride. Oh no, we didn't get it because we failed. I think the fact that it's red means it's rare. We're not doing this again. We did it again. Dang it. I keep forgetting the DI input. Digital, directional input, yeah, come here. You don't understand, I need the cyber elf. It's red, I'm pretty sure it's an HP boost, but I for the life of me remember. Right, so here we want to do that. Yes, I can use weapons on that. Yeah, the lightning things really hurt. Also, if you miss and fall down here, you go back down to the pit, which I hate. You guys are just generally squishy, gotcha. Nice! Nothing up there, it's just big for no reason. I'm picking up a massive energy reading. Ah. It must be the boss. Stay alert, Zero. I love a good tanky boss. By love, I mean I hate. Right. I forgot. This thing's weak point is the center node. Oh jeez. Oh my gosh. Oh. Right. So to our advantage is to destroy the one on the right. Oh no! Bring out Zero, please. Dang it. Oof! There was fire there. We established yesterday that that hurts. Thanks for the E-crystal? Okay. I am bad at maneuvering myself so I don't get hit by the dang things. Like, it's not their attacks that hit me, it's their heads. Ah! Come on then. Not interested. Ah. We got half of one health bar down. As long as I get some damage in, I guess it's worth it. If I can get more damage in, then I lose health. Ooh. Okay. I think this one was the first one I attacked. My bad, the first one I attacked. Health bar number 1 gone. And he goes down first. Right over there. My lightning friend goes up. Yep. Okay. I think we got the hang of this. Woo, Z-Saber's good. Do the rolling one now? Oh, I can do elemental damage with the slash. Okay. Hey. Get them over here. The red was the only one I've been busting. Oh, I guess because... That's not how that works. I'm not doing any elemental damage yet. No, don't touch me. Thank you. Not done with you. Can't slice it in half, but we win. Okay. Radical. And it gives me the fire chip. I forgot about that. Nice. Zero, we have secured all the floors. Our mission is complete. Good work, Zero. Thank you. Don't forget to get the flame chip before you go. Mandatory. Still only B rank. Thanks to you, we have gained control of the factory. Now we can live without the fear of retirement. Thank you very much. It's like our dreams come true. We feared that we were doomed. Hey, CL, that's half the missions. You know what that means? Giant enemy mechanoid is approaching our base. If we don't do something, it will destroy our base in no time. Everyone, guard the front of our base at all costs. Zero, go around and attack from the rear. That should buy us some time. You're our only hope. Good luck, Zero. They really should stop relying on one dude. But I think the whole point of this story is that they were already running out of hope. The giant mechanoid must be up ahead of you. Stay sharp, Zero. Hey, giant mechanoid, that sounds familiar. Is this not the base? Which is the disposal center? Oh. There must be a weak point, even for a giant mechanoid. Good luck. Zero's like, yes, I've done this. This is my job before. No, he doesn't seem to remember. Bad. Put that away. It's like that submarine mechanoid you have to play. Okay, fine. Hey. I'm fine. So, okay, yeah. Don't worry. I wasn't worrying until you told me not to worry. You have the enemy within visual range. It is a giant mechanoid. Dead now. Be careful, Zero. We've fought bigger mechanoids. Don't worry about it. Good work, Zero. Our base is safe, thanks to you. We really appreciate your effort, Zero. Yeah, he's Cyber Elf. Speed ran that level, apparently. If you didn't stop the giant mechanoloid, the resistance bait was become a sitting duck. Thank you, Zero. With your cooperation, maybe peace will be restored. Save my life. Save my game, I mean. Rescue Colbor. One of our comrades named Colbor said he was very sorry that he couldn't help but rely on you. He seems to have found a way into their base through the subway area. We have lost contact with the Colbor team. I just hope he's alright. If you don't mind, will you check on him? That was paraphrasing, but hey. Enemy activities are increasing in intensity. Colbor's unit may have been discovered and taken hostage. Good luck, Zero. Yeah, now this is the one where we have to find all the hostages or miss out on power-ups. Is it? No, I don't think so. It might be a different game, actually. Oh, hello. Hey, we've seen these before, but they're less annoying. Oh, this optic RPG. Let's type the chosen RPG. Uh-oh. Oopsie. Mm-hmm. Be gone. No. Mm-hmm. I know you're there. Oh, jeez. Hey, where are we going? What? My mistake. We found the easy mode version? Okay. Don't let's try that again with the victory. Oh. No. Oh, I went faster last time. That went a little smoother. That's what I want. Thank you, Turtle Man. I have to jump and then slash as I'm supposed to do. Oh, jeez, I did it again. Could not do that on purpose if I tried, I swear. Look at that. Oh, right. Run! Zero. Thank goodness. You must be Zero. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Harpuya, one of the 4 guardians of Master X. Such foolish behavior for a legendary hero to side with Mavericks. You shall repent and atone for your sins, Zero. I don't have an ice chip, which will make this fight a lot harder than it needs to be. Whoops. But I think if we keep knocking Harpuya out of the air, he'll repeat the same animation over and over again. I like that most Reploids have those side face things. Ah! Right. Our strat's not doing so great. Mm-hmm. Ah. No grab attacks. No grab zone. Alright, we're gonna put down the sunflower seeds for a hot sec. I need to get my hands both on the controller consistently. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yep. No, Harpuya. Harpuya! Release me. Oh, seismic awesome. Funny. Oh, I jumped. My bad. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. Hit! There we go, get a hit in. Cool. This goes smoother, please. Oh shit, we messed up. We didn't die there. We died there. Whew. Now, the first actually hard boss, I would argue. So I don't think the gun actually recoils. There we go. That's the trick. Our slashes will have Harpuya recoil, but if we get some gunshots in, we can upgrade our DPS a little bit. Actually, I think Harpuya only recoils from the air. It's not a manner of slashing your gun, it's actually a manner of where you're damaging him. Nice. I ran into that. My bad. Alright, go. Extra messing music. Oh. 1, 2, 2. I don't know if that leveled up last time or not. Oh! No! Boom! I think... it did upgrade, right? No, it didn't. Okay. Dang. This Harpuya dude just going around murdering people. The Maverick. Sound familiar? Yeah, it does. Battlefield Bad Zero. But it's just we don't see a lot of enemies that have, like, swords. No, that's not relevant to him feeling that. I'll be stuck in this corner, thanks. Go back. I gotta stop dashing. There's no winning in that one. Okay. That was my bad. Come on. Come on. Yep. You thought. There we go. Didn't work. I gotta find another strat for that. Jumping seems to work. Okay. I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna jump and dodge that slice. The Harpooya's getting uncomfortably close. Dang. Yeah, okay. Taking that first hit for free is frustrating. Gotta check out for our openings, I think that's my issue. Dang. I really do have to jump. Okay. Noted. That was a mistake. No. I don't know what that was. I didn't like it. I thought it locked in again. No. We've gone over this hopefully. Dang. I didn't drop fast enough. I think we got the trick. Come on, H. Gonna whip you into shape. They wouldn't make that sound because they're not sheathed. Harpooya? You said the same thing twice. I'm pretty sure you said the same thing twice. Time. What'd you say? It's the same words. Shoot, come on, man. No seismic tosses. Shoot. He's kind of evil though. If we survive this onslaught, we're good. No. This is not Mega Man X. Dang it. He just doesn't like being hit out of the air. Come on. That was sick. No. Uh. Dang it. Finding him already. Yep. Beat my butt a couple times. I know the pattern, I'm just getting too greedy. Yeah. Harpuya, blah, 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 blah. Pardon me. Huh? Dash instead of dash jump. Good idea. There we go. Okay. Okay, good. Stop with the... I don't like the seismic toss. This is all a mistake. Jump. Like that. Dang it! Are you the Maverick now? I am the Maverick now. Take that, X. See, I believe that this is the conversation you have the first time if you follow any order. Yeah. Such foolish side with Maverick. Yeah, so now I'm being told that I am siding with Mavericks. It's not that complicated. It's about the same as Mega Man X tells us it is. It's just now we have the full context of why we're calling other characters Maverick in Mega Man X. In that... it's just a ploy to get people to freaking pay attention. It's totally human corruption. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yep. Almost like she's an important character or something. No seismic cost, thank you. Offer appreciated, offer rejected. What did I say about seismic tosses? Are you a Pokemon? Stop. Look like a Charizard from the anime. Yeah, flying electric probably. Can't cut them in half anyway. Harpy's annoying, but once you learn the fight, you're good. I don't know if you can charge a buster, but you can shoot a buster with a saber and it counts as a different... That's funny. No, I can't charge it yet. Yeah, it's not that complicated. Throughout all of Mega Man X, we're kind of led to believe that Mavericks are just replicants that think differently from humans. So, now it's just the concept of Mavericks is applied by X instead of... instead of humans. Sometimes makes mistakes, but he's a good Reploid at heart. Please forgive him. Talking about Cold War. Uh-oh. Who's Ash now? Find the hidden base. Receive information that there's a hidden base of the enemy somewhere in the desert, and that they are holding Reploids in it. We have been trying to locate it, but if there is a hidden base and if Reploids are being held there, must save them as soon as possible. Will you find where the base is hidden? It must be somewhere in the desert. Yeah, sure. It's a good decision. Who's Ash now? Oh my god, it's a camel. Oh, hey. Can I help you? Oh, right. I forgot. My bad. There's a trap. Wait for a minute. I'll disarm it. There's a replica of this exact spike layout in Mega Man 04. Still him. Yup. Charizard doesn't listen to Ash because he just wants to burn him to make him become his namesake. I should use my gun a bit more. Everything is gold. How dare. I have lightning and fire at the moment. This is the hidden base. Wait for a minute and I'll unlock the door for you. It's unlocked. Stay alert. CL just hacking. CL looks like Alio when you think about it. Like a little bit different, but still like Alien, you know? Right, I have to break this. That's what it feels like to draw a 451 F-150. You're saying me 6 more Reploids. Why do you know this? Rad! Never mind. I don't know why you would know the count of Reploids, but I don't know why you would know how many I've already saved. Please rescue the others. Okay. If memory serves, type triangles ice to lightning to fire to ice. I'm fine. Don't know how long I'll be fine, but I'm fine. Maybe unlock the doors, thank you. Thank you. Oh, I know that type by heart. Don't worry about it. Wait a minute, don't save the bad guy. How do they imprison their own dudes? I'm not being very stealthy, CL. I'm just gonna point that out. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. You didn't see me, but hurt me. Can't see me if you're dead. Green one? Not this guy. I hit him and he doesn't turn around. Genius. Like I said, I'm fine. I think you fail. You lose points for every time you get caught. Hey, you rescued all the others? Wonderful, thanks for saving us. Now we just go for leftmost stage. How about this? You guys are all in my way. Is this is how it feels to drive an F-150? Just this is how it feels to chew 5 gum of this generation. Thank you for saving all of us, but it's not over yet. A boss is protecting the hangar for the shuttle. There is no way for us to defeat him without your help. Zero, please help us. None of these guys have weapons. Good luck, Zero. Ah, yes. You must be Zero. You would have done well to make it this far, but this is where your journey ends. I'm Blizzak Stagroth, the best warrior of Leviathan, the Guardian. You won't beat me. Get ready. Boy, I beat Sigma 8 times, my guy. You and your ice face do not impress me. What you gonna do? I know elements. Wait, no. Oh no. Oh! Oh no. Hey. It's a Volzer. Wow, he baited me so hard. I gave him the voice that Kristoff gives Sven in Frozen because he's a reindeer. I'm funny. Listen, you're the only. That was a load of bull. LMAO, stop. I like the menu sounds. Oh, I did not play that. You like flame? You like jazz? Easy. But wait, we can't burn him to death because then we don't get to slice him to death. Chop him. You feel like I'm bullying players? I don't know. I'll have to ask Star. There you go, ice chip. This is Zero. I'm returning to base with the prisoners. Roger, and don't forget to bring the ice chip. I look forward to your return, Zero. Wow, Zero actually spoke this time. Slice animation. I do my best to get him on all the bosses. Thanks to you, as many of 7 replicas have been saved. We cannot thank you enough. You know what? My experiment is going fine so far. Once we succeed in developing substitute energy, we plan to find a place to live a happy life, somewhere out of the reach of the enemy, near Arcadia. There, we'd like to live in peace, free from the anxiety of hunger and a warm blanket of happiness. If that happens, you're going to come with us, aren't you, Zero? No, I live for combat. I know, bully to you. It is British slang. Duel in the desert. We gotta report that enemies are assembling in the desert area. They haven't started their attack yet, but large-scale assault can be expected. Even though our comrades built barricades and are taking precautions against their attack, I'm still worried. If you don't mind, will you go and help them? We have a problem, Zero. They are coming at us in large numbers. We'll hold the final defense line at any cost. You should destroy their main vein. Approaching. Zero, please take care of them. Zero is like a one-man army, and I love it. And rear is... No, not Fenrir, Fafnir. My bad. Can't go back. Go figure, the camel does fire in the desert. I should actually use my gun much more, just to get the charge out of it. New York radio music is lit once you get there. Oh, I mean, what isn't lit in this game? Not having boss previews. That's what's not lit. You fools. Nice, buster shot. Charge your buster. Nice. You don't get armors in this game. You upgrade it by getting better with the weapons they give you, which is funny because you need to do it like every game except 04. I don't know why they felt the need to overhaul a lot of things in 04. Okay. Hey, look at that. The reinforcement units have arrived. Watch out! Fine. I am a one-man army, and none of these guys do not compare to a full-fledged giant Sigma, I'm just gonna say. Their transport chopper is rapidly approaching. Stay alert, Zero. Oh, look, it's like a bee, just like in the old days. Supposed to save the divine beasts, not destroy them. Ah! It's Fafnir, not. Heard there's a highly skilled Reploid in the Resistance, but I never expected you to be this good. You are amazing, and that is what excites me the most. My name is one of the 4 guardians of Master X. Now, don't let me down, kid. Boy number 2. Right, he also has a seismic talk ability. I love the super effective attacks because they do so much damage. It's a great equalizer of how much health you don't have in this game. Squishy you are compared to everybody else. If only all of the bosses had some weaknesses. Oh, he's a super child. Okay, now I have to fight you again, Fafnir. Whoa, 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 whoa! It's fine, check this out. On the way down. Haha! I've never been so excited. I'll let you live for a little while longer. Make sure that you don't lose before I fight you again. Farewell. Having their weaknesses makes them a joke, and I'm okay with that. Woo! Lost man, it's Guild House, not Discord. How you doing today? Charge your buster while you charge your ass. I know, but my fingers hurt enough. Thank you, Zero. For defense line was broken, this base wouldn't last long. The command for the Discord server is Guild House, like so. Can't believe you wiped out such a large number of enemies. You truly are a legendary hero. She's gonna say that every time. I swear to God. Good is good. Check the factory. Thanks to you, we've gained control of the factory, but I don't think we can hold it forever. Can you go and check on the factory for me? I don't know if anything's wrong, just go check on the factory. This is strange, our watches are missing. This is the Phantom fight, I believe. Yep. Huh, you've been doing well. My name is Phantom, one of the 4 Guardians of Master X. Every generation has its legends, however, last legends should remain lost. Allow me to show you why. He looks cooler in his art than he does facing forward. It would be this one. I've chosen not to. He's actually a really dangerous fight because he's the only one of the 4 Guardians that does not have a weakness. Seal acknowledges he's a hero. I mean, yeah, no one said he wasn't. I would kill just to see what a Mega Man 0/X Luso game would look like, because that sounds fun. Oh, yes, just take off half a health bar by doing this. Love it. Those do look shrapnel on me. Again. Alright, it's long-time fate. It really does. Want to tempt fate, I mean. Ah. Oh no. Sorry, Phantom. He's really hard. Well, because he's Maverick. He is a Maverick, but just... This is something they failed to explain properly in the original series that they do in Zero, kind of, through the actions of the Copy X. Spoiler alert for those of you who don't know what's going on. The bombs I set all over the factory will explode any minute now, and when they do, the factory will be smashed into nothingness. Your legend will end, not with a whimper, but with a bang. Yeah, so, what they don't explain, what they kind of do in this game, is that Maverick is not the awful insult that they think it is. It's the most awful it's a... pardon me. X saw Mavericks as being the worst thing in the world, right? But who told him people were Mavericks? Who gave him the concept of what a Maverick was? It was humans, and it's said to be humans in the Mega Man X series. So, logically speaking, what really happens is people tell him this is a Maverick, and when he's told this is a Maverick, he's immediately put on guard, and he goes, oh no! And this is proven time and time again by the fact that he's naive as heck. Also an X-Man mission, shown the same way. So he'll just do whatever people tell him to do, and then he'll be like, why do we have to fight? And he'll complain like a little baby, and he'll get deadified by Mavericks. And they're not really Mavericks. It's just that someone has told them that they are Mavericks, and this is problematic behavior because he just listens and goes around slaying people like there's no tomorrow, and feels bad about it every now and then. He's like, oh my gosh, this person was a good person. How come they're a Maverick now? And surprise, actually, they weren't a Maverick. They're just not listening to the propaganda. And that's where Zero, that's what I like the most about Zero's story that expands upon that concept, is that suddenly the term Maverick, you're shown in the brutal way that it's weird. Not weird, but like, it's not as nasty as you think it is. It's just it's propaganda. Ah, shoot, I do have to go there. That's why so much of the Mega Man X games... Shoot, oh. That's why so much of the Mega Man X games show, like, oh, the Mavericks are just basically Reploids that want to no longer be under the thumb of humanity. I think I missed a bomb or two. Yep. Shoot. Yep. You're right. It is a common trait. And it's a trait that they actually eliminate from the Mega Man Zero character. Obviously, because he's Zero, he's seen some stuff. Oh, I can actually see it coming down. Which I think is really cool. It's like, yeah. We're not doing this naive thinking anymore. He's like a military veteran that's gone through so much garbage. Hmm. And then that naivete gets absolutely abused in the Mega Man Zero series, by the way. The X's naivete, I should say. Wild. Ah, I hate the stage. Oh my god! The Zero Proto Man character is supposed to be edgy and mostly on the good side. Yeah. And you're right, it's just the edgy good guy, the shadow to the Sonic, but man. It just changes the game to play a character that's not naive. You're not really lacking in the information. Your character sees it when he sees it. I think that I have to do this entire mission again if I fail. Can't get all the bombs. Right, you just restart from here. I'm saying. I think there's one bomb here, and then we can kind of go. There's not, in fact, a bomb here. Okay. Better save point. That's what I wanted. Okay. So up here, I think. Yep. One more. Or did I miss a bomb? Or did I miss a bomb? Up here. Not up there. Up here. Got it. All the walls are deactivated. Zero's fine. Thank goodness. I look forward to your safe return, Zero. Sorry we are always risking your life. How long do we have to live like this anyway? I'm sorry, I'm kind of depressed. I'll do my best to develop a substitute energy. If we can obtain a substitute energy, we could live happily in a quiet place. Until that happens, I hope to have your continued support, Zero. Process data. We will probably be able to get to the finale by the end of today's stream. We know that the hackers are in a hidden base beneath the desert. If we don't do something about it soon, we will have many problems with the generation project of the new energy. Zero, you will sneak into their hidden base and destroy their main computer? Zero's just an all-rounder. The entrance is? Yep, good luck, Zero. Yeah, so it's cool that they use the same area and then they just expand upon it, but I like when there's new stages too. Now, if I recall correctly, they pretty much unfroze everything. Wait a second, I'll unlock it for you. It's open. Be careful, Zero. Whoops. Forgot about that. And they're not subtle about it too. Like, they're just not. They're like not subtle, but not clear about it in the Mega Man X series. So, the biggest example of Zero, of them showing that being a Maverick maybe isn't actually what it seems to be in the X series, is when Zero gets infected by a virus, or Sigma uses Zero's DNA to create a virus in Mega Man X5, which leads into the events of Zero. Definitely. Then you have like suddenly everyone's turning against Zero, and X is like, I guess I have to fight him. Whoops. So yeah. But I actually don't think I'm talking about X5. I think I'm talking about X6. No, wait. I'm talking about X5. It's X4 that you need to play twice. They abandoned that concept in X6. In X5, I mean. You can play them and you get different story beats if you play X or Zero, but... Thank you for your offer. No, thank you. I forgot how to get into these things. Not like that. Hey, Yana. Thank you for the tip plug. No. I don't think this goes anywhere. Oh, it does. Gives me a cyber off. Nice. Okay. I feel like there's something I do have to do up here. Yes. Get to the base. Now I remember. Maybe I'm not in the right area though. I guess on the top of the other submarine. Oh, you can't grab the side of the submarines. Dang. Stay here until it comes down. I don't want to get... I found him! There we go. That's not where I wanted to go. I'll open the door. Is it though? Stay put, Zero. It's open. Okay, Zero. Find the computer room. Destroy all the machines. Good luck. I feel like this is supposed to be where you fight Leviathan. Lord of the World. The War Leader. You? The bot won't let you in. Oh, do you mean the Discord server? Oh yeah, okay. Did you react to the thing? It's kind of weird. We had some settings for the bot, and it's being actually bizarre. Alright, I'll take it in a bit. Give me a sec. There's a prison cell. Yeah. Lots of eyebrows down here. Alright, thank you for coming by, John. Good night. I know there's a whole upper section of the stage. I'll just manually add a roll so you can actually do stuff. Lost man. Valheim, great. We didn't even go to the computer room. Why are we here? Yes, my bad. I'm just accidentally collecting stuff. I'm trying to find the computer room. So many rats. LMAO. Keep your taser finger away from me, dude. Bruh. Their main computer is supposedly in this room. All I could do with our computer is unlock this door. How's that? Is it unlocked? Yes. You destroyed a computer. Their hacking attempt has been weakened. You stopped me from getting E-crystals, so come on. That kind of thing could put your status as queen in jeopardy. Ooh, hello. Their hacking attempt has ceased completely. Thank you, Zero. I'm waiting for you to get back to the base. Master of unlocking. Ba-boom. I'll hack this computer with my sword. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, this is this? No, it's not. I need the healing because someone's gonna be upset about me being down there, busting stuff up. How kind of you to unlock the door again, CL. Be careful, Zero. I've got a massive energy reading. The energy is near. My addiction. Oh, I love these arenas. My name is Leviathan, one of the 4 guardians of Master X. After hearing so much about you from the pretty kid in the combat nerd, I've been looking forward to seeing you. I can't wait to see their faces when they find out that it was I who retired you. No, don't hold back just because I'm a woman. Trust me, I won't. But Zero, fire doesn't work underwater. Watch me. Oh, I missed. This is fine. You fool. You don't get to do stuff. Only I get to do stuff. We get body mark later on. I can't remember what it is. Oh, it's a submarine. What am I saying? It's always a submarine. I can't remember if it's... What I meant to say is I can't remember if it's this year or the next one. Get beat by a girl. It was I, Dio. Why didn't you terminate me? Are you showing me mercy? How rude. I told you not to hold anything back. Next time we meet, you had better give me your best. Farewell. So, that's funny because she's like, I'm gonna kill you, and then she complains because you let her live, quote unquote, but in theory, the other three survive by holding back, I guess. Attempts to hack into our base have ceased. Thanks to you, I'll do my best to achieve my mission to develop a substitute energy. The future of all Reploids depends on us. No, I'm trying to save up if I get a full health increase, but that's it. Enemy troops are attacking our base. We can't hold out much longer. Jeez, that's monstrous. Main gate will be destroyed any minute now. Begin the evacuation immediately. Remember that the elderly and children take priority. You should also evacuate, Zero. Thank you for having helped us so much. Ciel, hurry and head for your evacuation transport. It's okay, this is my fault. Your fault. The world has become out of control. It's all because of New Arcadia. Extreme justice where peace is maintained by force. Reploids were sacrificed for the happiness of humanity. It was I who created New Arcadia, and it was I who regenerated X. It was I. What do you mean regenerated? You resurrected X like you resurrected me? No, it's different. You are an original, meaning that you are exactly like what you used to be, but X is... You can go now. Help everyone evacuate. You get permanent increased HP when it hurts your rank. Nah, I don't care. Zero, can you hear me? The engine room has fallen to the enemy. Since we can't activate the elevator, Reploids on the upper levels can't head for the evacuation transport. Here are the enemies in the engine room. Wow, how'd they get? They hurt somebody down there. Is my sword up to max already? Nope. I recommend you live solo alone. Thank you, Zero. I'll turn on the elevator. Okay, we're done. Zero, can you hear me? Enemy commander is occupying the warehouse where the energy crystals are stored. If we lose the energy crystals, we're done for. Head for the warehouse and get back the energy crystals. You believe it over here. Not that door. Hey. Not that door. That's not the right place. Mm-hmm. Alright, so it might actually be all the way over here. Nope, not this door either. Dang, I forgot where the warehouse is. Which is ridiculous because it's a good place to just grab free crystals. Oh, chance. The warehouse is actually higher. It's over here. Oh no! The child! That'll do it. There have not been any freaking spikes in my list. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this guy. Well, I've heard a lot about you. You must be Zero, the legendary Reploid, or should I say the old and out-of-date Reploid. My name is Hanu Machine. I'm a Pruin apprentice of Phantom the Guardian. I'll retire you for the glory of the stealth unit. On guard, Hanu Machine. There are a lot of things you could have picked better than Hanu Machine as a name for this guy. I'm just saying. Especially since he's much more of a Wukong. Frick, he has the stick for Wukong. Why wouldn't you call him Wukong something? Everyone else does it. Oof. When's the last... I don't... Okay, cool. Sorry, I gotta stuff my mouth a bit. Otherwise my performance suffers. I promise. We know that you want lightning. Hanu Machine. He has the crown for Wukong. Why would you name him Hanu Machine? This guy's just making my life already. Wow. I don't think this is gonna be a win. What if it's just a translation error? Or a translation that had to do with copyright, like some of the other names. Haunted Machine. I'm gonna... Whoa, nice. What can we do now? Less time, nice. Good, I'm gonna need it. Just follow me. No, no, no. He killed me because I wanted the slice animation. Hey, Corgi, how you doing today? Thank you for the raid. I'm not done with you. I say to the game, not Corgi. Yes, yes, Hanu Machine. Freaking Hanu Machine. Now we know that we can actually... They drop stuff, that's what it is. I missed that. No, you're banned, stop. Gross! Hey, Yana's got the pronoun extension plug. Nice. I haven't seen her do that in a while. Sorry, his name is frustrating me, and that's why I'm losing, I bet. Has a stick for jewelry and the freaking look to be Wukong, and they choose frustration is a fact I'm very familiar with. These dudes. Ow. Hope you don't like being in one piece. Jerk. What, no comment? Didn't think so. Mission completed. You can save it again thanks to you still. As long as X exists, maybe someday. You'll only be happy if X does not exist. I'll take care of that. Just tell me where he is. You can go directly to the core of the enemy base with the trans server. Fortunately, we haven't cracked the security system of their trans server yet. Without the trans server, you won't be able to reach your destination here easily. And if you are away from the base for such a long time, I don't know what might happen to us. I've cracked the security systems of the trans server. I'm sorry that I took so long, but now you can enter Neo Arcadia whenever you want. You're the one who gave me the Z-Saber. Now go, terminate that copy of me. Terminate with extreme prejudice. Yikes. Wait, who are you? He just said he was X. It's not possible. Did he say that I can now use the trans server? Yes, he did. I'm going now. Take care. We have a whole hour left to finish the game. Now the only thing is, how good am I gonna be at finishing this game? Of course it is. Trance. Okay. Let's go. We almost done the game one time. Hold up. Double your vitality. Is that a permanent buff? We'll have enough fusion. Oh. Gotcha. Oh. That's how that door opens. Gotcha. Oh yeah, New Arcadia tunes. Bad dog. Condor. The heck? Again? Oh, I guess I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I didn't level up during the hunting fight. Nice, full here. I remember struggling with the platform in this section. Totally not a boss fight. A few more missions. Gotcha. Ooh, spikes. Don't worry, I can walk on them. I swear I can walk on spikes. Ah! I take it back. Turns out I can't walk on spikes. Not without iframe shenaniganery. I completely forgot about this boss. Nice. F. Easy. What you doing, huh? Another cyber elf. That is a you need to like really hit the top of your jump to get. Alright, we're gone. Sweet. Next boss. Ah yes. Weirdo McG. This guy actually has a health bar. Totally not a boomer quang, I swear. What? Yeet, yeet, yeet. It's fine, this is why I have save assist on. I like to do that without getting hit, thanks. Rad. Keep doing that. It actually, it helps. I do enjoy that his head still has a hitbox there. Oh! My bad. It's fine, we got this. Okay, come on. Come back? I think that's the only way to stop him. You got a lot of free hits by going behind him like this. Gonna do next. There we go. Be even more annoying. No! I was hoping to hop over him. Come on. What? How dare? How dare? Works every time. Didn't work that time. My bad. Yeah, this is the beginning of the Sigma stages, essentially. So 4 stages left, generally speaking. Maximum. Wow, I'd love to dodge that. But... Come on. Do something new. Ah. Okay. No slice animation. Sad. Sorry, bro. Epic. Save. Get him. Nice. Nice. Sweet. Oh, wait, we got it. Oh, that's right. Remember what I said about the Mega Man X-Zero games? They're teleporting platforms. I forgot these guys shot me. Dang. What? I remember why I didn't like the stage. There we go. Cool. No! I'm healing. Radical. Huh. You fool. What? Why are you saving my game, bro? Whoop. You can load stages? I guess it'd be. Oh, look at that! Yeah, that's funny. I beat this game with save stages before, and I didn't know you could do that. Come on. Okay. Shoot. My mistake. Actually, it's MMZ, not easy. Ugh. Takes so long to come back. Come on, game. Oh, my thumb's starting to hurt again. That's fun. I always miss that feeling. Yeah, I'm not doing that all over again. Okay, I believe this guy's a lightning guy. Yeah, definitely. You are trespassing on the sanctuary of Master X. I, Herculeus Ancus, will eliminate you in the name of Hakuya, guardian of Master X. You should view it as an honor to be slashed to retirement by my sword. You don't seem to have a sword, my friend. So it's funny that you mentioned that. You are electric, therefore. Uh-oh, you're gonna have to step it up, buddy. Oh, I forgot how much damage that does. Right, also that. You recharge it at the moment. And he doesn't have iframes from sword flashes. So, sorry, buddy. Your brother's gonna be much harder in X3 or X2. All I do is win. You have disrupted the area. The transfer near your current position has been activated. You should return to the base now to take a rest. I don't think I got a lot of E-crystals there. I got 0 E-crystals. Promise me that you'll not try to push yourself too hard. If something happens to you, I can't. Just please promise me. Save my game, Ciel. Neo Arcadia, you must survive. I'll wait for you here until the day you return. Promise me that you will come back alive. Oop. Who was that? I missed it. Who was it? That was Herculeus Ancus. Ouchie, ow. Yes, in this game you can get crushed to death. Whoop! Oh, that boy. Oh, see, my controller wasn't charging right then. Sorry. I'm plugging in both my controllers so that I don't have to deal with this forever. Yeah, one plugged in. No. Hello, father. I'm connected, game. Come on. Oh. I think they're funny because they're dropping bombs on me. Yeah, this is to make sure you can't get off the platform and stay off the platform. Yes! The final levels do have spikes. How did you know? Hashtag, I didn't want to do that. Hey, welcome to the chat, Joe the Yabuki. Thank you. How you doing tonight? Oops. Oops. My favorite Zero game has to be 4. It's the first one I played. It has classic Mega Man feel to it, as well as just being its own thing. It's the end of the storyline, which makes it a soft spot in my heart all the time. Did I get that last time? Oh, and I guess I never got here last time. Must be where I stepped on the spike. Yep, there it is. Which Zero game is your favorite? The one with Zero. Mega Man X7. No, I'm kidding. But I need to say that. I like that as part of the save state now. There we go. I remember being so confused by this particular section. I tried to jump. Okay. 4 is good, but also Sag. Listen. That's what makes it good. Sag is good. How is a good game if you don't feel things, you know? But spoiler alert. No, please. I did it. Oh, no, we didn't. No. The joke is on you. This is not hard mode. I died. It's fine. No, but you said Sag. Like, Sag outdoes good, and that's like fake news. Sad enhances good. Ooh, I really wish I could get that one up. Thanks for the money. Nice. Last time. Oh, I hate this boss. Okay. You're too big to be a slug. Just get lost. Yellow Devil. No, this one's called Rainbow Devil, actually. God, I hate this one. Mandatory Devil Fight in your Mega Man game. One is underrated. It is decent. It does. I don't like it that. Like, I still like it less than 4. I think, in my opinion, it would go 4, 3, 1, 2. With no, like, particular hate to 2 or anything. It's just, I don't ever freaking remember it. And I don't like the El Piso fight. Actually, now that I think about it. Fake news. There's a political joke there. LMAO. Not supposed to collect everything, lol, but that's why everyone hates it. Ah, I see. That's what Etheremis was saying about the ranks earlier. I remember that I was able to beat Mega Man 04 on easy mode when I was a kid, and then I got the collection. I was able to beat Mega Man 04, the only one that I didn't do on story mode back then. Now I've done most of them not on story mode, but I struggled 3, I think. Maybe it was 2. How dare? How dare? Stop. Use the openings as you remember them. I don't remember an opening it. Can be with 0 power-ups easy. Yeah. I mean, I've never gone actually after the power-ups, so it is what it is. Oh, that is a thing. Okay. Did it work? Oh no. I think I'm gonna die. Ah! I forgot that's not how that works. We got this. I'm pretty sure Rainbow Devil does not have a weakness, but that just feels right, man. Yeah, I feel like guns are gonna be a better thing. Plus, I need to upgrade my buster anyway. So. Okay. Come on, game. Cooperate with me here. Whew. Right, that has an edge to it that I can use. Okay, are you done? You're just wasting your time using the same move over and over again. Just like me. There we go. Oh, no. Good. I can't slice this guy down. I have tried. Good. You gotta try for science. Heck yeah. Nope. The answer is nope. CL, what are you doing here? How'd you get here? CL, what made you come here? I'm sorry, it was I who recreated the duplication of X, that's why. You don't have to apologize, it's not your fault. You did it because you thought it would be good for everyone. Please just leave everything to me now. Zero, thank you. Yeah. I want to save. Do you think she can allow me to save, actually? I think tower is where I was. No, this doesn't look like a tower at all. Oopsie. I'm in the wrong place. Not the shrine. Yeah, it's cool. Okay. Okay, on this note, I need to use the washroom for a hot second, so I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Enjoy. Shoot. Yeah, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Give me a sec. Saved. Nice. Begin the mission while I set up my stuff. Happy that I could meet you. If it were not for you, everyone would be gone by now. Promise me that you will come back alive. Even if you cannot destroy Neo Arcadia, I just want you to be able to return safely. Good luck. Will you accept? Yup. Zero. She didn't say anything. This stage is wow. Now I believe this is the boss refight stage. I don't remember if Mega Man 01 actually has one. I was under the impression one of the games didn't. You might experience some lag spike from my computer. This is the refight. It's cool. Give me a second, folks. I do use the... like I said, I need to use the washroom. I said I'd leave, but I just wanted to set up an ad first. All right. We should be back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, jeez. I stood in place for a second and my shoulders just unstiffened. Just a whole bunch of tension just left, and that's weird to me. We have 30 minutes to finish the game. Can we do it? My money's on probably. Everything returns to the soil in the end. Now it is time for you to do so. You already died, my guy. We're gonna talk about people returning to the soil. You want to start? Stop pretending to be still alive, my dude. Beat you once and I got better stats now. Joke's on you, my guy. Nice, nice, nice. Release me, vampire zombie thing. No, stop. Okay, bye. That was awful. This is fine, I think. Don't do it. I know what you're thinking. Whew. Here we go. Oh no. He's okay. It's because his zombies are a little tougher in this fight than they were the first time. That's what the problem is. Okay, so we have the save thing here, which means when we die, we can just come back and whatnot. We will not fail again. That doesn't really do much damage. Much extra damage. It doesn't do any extra damage, I don't think. No real point. I think it's really to get element attacks. Come on. The claw. It's fine, I know you only do it every half bar, so. Oh, no, he didn't do it exactly half bar, so I think it's extra hits. Does it every time he gets hits, like 3-4 times? Here, and then I'll knock him into the dirt. No, not really. This time. Okay, good. Wasn't paying attention to that. We didn't get hit, so it's fine. Can't usually do that. Come back this way. Don't think this will kill him. The next one will. Boom. Boom. Just in case you didn't realize, I could still slice you in half. Anubis. Be gone! Ah, so the game does heal you afterwards. Cool. Next fight. Lizak Stagroff. Outdated Reploid garbage. You should have remained in your place of rest. With my blizzard, you'll regret not staying there. Time to go back to sleep. I changed their voice, don't worry about it. The joke is on you, sir, for I still have your weakness since last time. Or did you forget why you lost the last time you fought? I didn't. They keep telling me to go back to my place of rest. They're already dead. They died already. I killed them. They have been cut once before. I still can't believe you defeated me. It's such a disgrace. I must redeem myself by terminating you. Get ready. He wasn't part of the main 8, so it's funny that he come back here. Mega Man, I do have to admit, the first Zero games, boss structure and level structure is odd comparatively to other Mega Man 0 and X games. Well, any Mega Man game, actually. It just has a different structure that we're not familiar with, and it's funny because, like, it keeps the same formula of, like, 8-ish stages, I guess. There are some... I didn't cut him. I also forgot to cut him. Oh, dang. Ah, my wife's Etsy store plugged my bot. Beautiful. Yeah, so they keep the same formula of like X amount of stages and then intermissions in between in the half, and then they do. Oh, here we go. It's a 8 boss refight after 4 stages or something. I fully analyzed all of your strategies. Let me show you what I've learned. Now, if memory serves, this guy's a fire type. Also, fire's the only one that we haven't represented in this fight yet. So. Yep, he's fine. I dare. Do the swing thing already. Oh my god. I think I just killed myself, didn't I? Ooh! Woo! No problem. Easy peasy. Nice. Okay. Sweet. Next, a bit more platforming. Oh, I forgot about that one. That's why I got the short you can, right? Short you can in this game, right? Are you here? This game actually is kind of mean. I like this bullet hell to stop. Okay, stop. That's enough. Stop, I said. Oh my god, this guy spawns back to it. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna die trying to stop. Thank you for saving me from death by my own stupidity. You. Okay. Yeah, so it'll just, all it does is allow you to like skip that section and come up here directly. Next boss room fight. I think there's like more than 8 in this game because of the fact that like it's so weirdly structured. Harpuya, this is not a place for someone like you. You will regret coming here. As it happens, Harpuya, I won't, because your mom's a hoe. I feel like taking years a day. Right, this is how you review them. Ow. You know, no seismic tosses. Oh, I think I might actually. Yep. Called it! It's fine! I definitely think we're gonna be fighting you again. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up! Dang it. I wasn't, like, relying on the charge attack. I would be able to knock him down more consistently. Not allow him to set up. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I just can't dodge the freaking... There we go. Jeez. No! I'll never forget this. Well, you're lucky because you're not dead, right? Joke is on your face. There we go. Fafnir. Welcome, Zero. I've been expecting you. You've been keeping me waiting for quite some time, so please don't give up so easily. Let's get started. The joke is on your face. That is lightning to you, sir. Oh, you immediately went. Whoa! I also think it's possible. No. Whoa. No. No. Whoa. Definitely I don't want to be grabbed while you're charging. I feel like that's just a bad idea. Also, it's just generally not a good idea to get grabbed in the first place. Lucky for me, that doesn't split. No, not yet. But no, why can't I move my leg? So be it. I'll let you live for a little while longer. Farewell. See, no, you can't move your leg. That means I've seen through your genjutsu, my dude. Give light to the people. Give destruction to Mavericks. No one shall disgrace Master X. Your termination will not commence. Right, but... Yeah? Oh, whoops. I didn't dodge that properly at all. Yeah. Whoopsie. Stop his dad. Woo. No. Do the middle thing again. Oh, we got it. Ouch. No, I think I messed up a little bit. It's fine. Yeah, I messed up a lot of it there. I shouldn't have gotten hit by him there. Should have swung with the spin slash. It's fine. We got this. Oh. Yeah. It's this one. This one. This one. This one here. I think it counted. Oh. Stop. Back. I don't know why that didn't work for me. This one. Yep. Woo! I thought I'd die. See what's behind the secret door. You gotta collect everything. Ah, yeah, but you don't got it. What's behind the secret door, Max? How could I? I won't allow you to reach where Master X is. I'll take you with me. Now I don't feel like dying yet. I'm just gonna not be where you're exploding. Yes, I know. I'm very aware. Don't know how much HP I have. Not gonna die to it. I've been looking forward to playing with you again. You have no choice to win this time. You have no chance to win this time. I also have no choice, but it is what it is. How would you like some flame? I feel like I got one more level for the disease. So. I know that I'm pretty sure it's Mega Man X2. You fight them again, but they have super forms because they're like, oh, these two signal to you. Why can't we? And the answer is because you shouldn't. Not everyone needs a super form. Final bosses do. Everybody else does not. Okay, if you could actually shoot the shot, my friend. Like, not just keep it charged, just actually fire. Where'd you go? It's fine. Sorry. That's enough. You won. I accept my defeat. I am happy that I've met someone who can defeat me. I've been looking for a replay like you. I'll personally terminate you someday. Joke's on you. Actually, I think that's inaccurate. Next bit. After the refights, usually you fight an actual boss. Don't know if it's accurate in this game. Well, I assume yes, because it's still going here. Come on. Stop. Oh my god. Goodness, your heels there. Nice. Afraid one of the spikes got in now. I don't think it's X yet. We got 15 minutes left. Oh, it might be X. It is X. Stop! I won't allow you to proceed anymore. Give up. Stop. His eyes are red. You are no match for him. Leave. Master X. But no. As you wish, my master. This is where I die a bunch of times for 15 minutes. Meet at last, Zero. I've been looking forward to this moment. You must be the pirate copy of X. No, a perfect copy of the original X. The new hero who saved the human race from this wasted world. Didn't you notice? Humans have found happiness more now than ever before. Utopia that humans have searched for is here in Neo Arcadia. This is something that you and the original X could never create. Only I could do this. This is a peace that can only be achieved by retiring uncountable numbers of innocent Reploids. This is not what everyone wanted. This place is just a joke. You are so funny. It's been fun. Now let's get down to business. And then he uses this corrupted version of what looks like X's Falcon armor, I believe. And then he has a different weakness per form. So that's lightning. We can use ice. This weak Giga Crusher move. Let's pump button. Ooh, I died. Ooh, I'm dead. Feels nice. I'm joking, I don't like that, but hey. I'd like to be able to finish this game in the next 15 minutes since we're at the finale already. I remember being upset that we can't skip cutscenes in this game. And then Zero, who doesn't remember much of his old life, is definitely not happy about this X using X's face name to do things that X probably would be against. The thing about X is that his naivete and fear of just general conflict and wanting to do good made it so that he wouldn't act in this way so decisively, which, like, yeah, perfect / better copy of X, I think. I can see why anyone would think that. It does more things. It's more not progressive, but it's more willing to do stuff, right? So it's the fire one. I'd like my lightning thing now. Yeah, here it comes. Tougher than Knuckles. Hey, no ice shotgun. Who do you think you are, Chill Penguin? Too weak. Was the original X this weak? What? May have lost my memory, but my body seems to remember that the original X was mightier than you. Silence, now you will feel my true power. Scrim. And this is something that X would never have done. He's nasty. I don't remember what this form is called. I think Seraph? I hate this fight, by the way. You can and will die a lot of times. Cover a lot of my energy, please. Lucky me, it does not have 3 health bars. I think it's fine boss to do. Oh, wait. No, thanks, game. I hate it. Alright, I think he starts off with his... Yep. I have a thing here that doesn't do anything. Okay, never mind. I thought maybe that would create a sub-tank, but I forget that that's not what happened. That all took 3 minutes. That's great. Yes, blah de blah. I need to remember his patterns. That's how I beat him the first time. For the second time, I guess. You can kind of power through if you get sub-tanks and stuff. But... So, according to the way the save states works, I should still have my Cyber Elf to heal. So if we do decent in this fight and then we don't die like a yoink, fall off the stage in the next one. The doing decent part's not going great. It's a fire. That's another one. That's the actual fire one. Oh dear. How can you use Vile's attacks, my guy? Oh, hello? half dead. He's offended because we compared him to the original. He's like, I'm perfect. Nah, psych, fake news. Boom, boom, boom. Break half the stage. This room's not worth it, I guess. Okay, well, since we didn't lose our elf. Wait. I hate taking damage for no reason. Ooh, taking damage for no reason again. I love it. Because of his hands. Yep. His freaking hands have hitboxes just like Sigma. It's fine, we got this. They don't have halfway, like half health bar freaking pattern changes, so I don't have to worry about something coming to surprise me. He'll just do things. I mean, I know how to dodge most of them, I think. It's usually keeping a movement. You are so funny. Also, I don't think X would go into his ultimate. So that I think this is the one that we, no, he moved. Okay, I thought maybe he'd go into the one that beats the one we never clicked. That's not what he did. Armor chain? It's ice, so we'll do fire. Oh. No, stop. It hurts. Okay. One. Ice means fire. Oh, this is actually the unexpected. Complete with the aiming Giga Crash. Love it. Yes, yes. Trash talk 'em. Your armor doesn't look perfect, my guy. It looks like it's just glued on. Okay. If I had a Giga Crash, I'd be pretty happy. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, just gonna heal a bit. Figure out what his first attack is. Yeah, we gotta like stay outside of his range. And that does so much damage. Uh-oh. Dang it. We were doing better. Yikes. I don't think we were doing great, but that help. The better I'll master the first fight, the better I can master... The better I can come into the second fight. Then we might be able to save a heal or something. Okay. Alright. Yikes. Okay. The fire. I have fire quickness. That's the fire one, so. Oh. Oh, I I like that he gets invincibility frames mid-transformation, of course. I don't like the little lightning ball. What? How dare. That's what I thought, X. We did a little better here, so we have more health. Can I survive a whole hit? Probably not. My fingers, my thumb and my index finger are feeling a bit raw. Not raw, but like a little numb. Not numb. I guess numb is the word I'm looking for, yeah. Okay, first things first. Definitely heal me. Again. Cannot stay up there longer than necessary. Oh, really? Not cute. Not cute at all. Definitely, aye. Boom. Okay, your crash is cute. Don't do it again. Need a lightning one, thank you. What the heck? Stop. You're just embarrassing yourself. What's it doing? Dang it. Oh, it worked. Okay, cool. Let's not fall off this time. That'd be great. If we do fall off, we'll just get a new elf, I guess. Maybe we'll try to upgrade an elf that gives us more HP. HP is not the issue. I mean, it kind of is the issue, but we have a healer elf, so it's not much of an issue. No, it's not bad. What's first? It's usually the hills, right? Oh yeah, I landed right in that fire. Excellent. Shoot! Okay, we're gonna have to call it a night for today. Unfortunately, we did not finish this in one sitting, but we're really close. So, what's even more unfortunate is that we're not gonna be playing this next week. So, okay. Okay, that's fine. We got this. Thank you to everyone who came out tonight. That concludes tonight's showing of Mega Man Zero, the first premiere, the premiere of this new series that you're doing because you beat X. It is what it is. So next time I stream will be Monday, more than likely at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be streaming The Darkest Dungeon, as it is Indie Week. Yep, and then we'll be picking this up afterwards in the week after. So, yeah, that's all I gotta do. If you guys are new to the stream, consider following. If you guys have followed already and would like to help out the stream, consider subscribing because we're trying to get up some money to get some new equipment. We are doing our best to get a new computer so we can get the webcam actually functioning. I've been saying that for a couple months, but I feel like I should plug it more often, and I feel guilty when I don't. So here we are. If you guys don't want to sub consistently, but you just want to help out the stream directly in one small or big swoop, you can always donate, cheer, or tip to me directly. That's money in my pocket as well. Other than that, we'll see you Monday. Love you folks, and have a good night.